Welcome to episode 24 of Cougs on Cougs. This is Jess. I'm Mary. Happy to be here, as always. Start with our notable quotable. It comes from Pat Summit.
She said, "Here's how I'm going to beat you. I'm going to outwork you." That's it. That's all there is to it.
Straightforward, to the point. There's your off-season notable quotable series.
Yeah.
So, we'll move right into Talk of the Town. It is basketball camp season, and our first tweet comes from Peyton Dastrup.
Yep, he's been pretty good about tweeting since he's been home.
Yeah, he's back on the Twitter game, so make sure you're following him. It's at P Dastrup. Yeah.
Says, "Gotta love the camp kids and their love for the game. Hashtag rep the Y."
And who are those two in the back over there?
It's Kyle Davis and Stephen Bayo, who has very nice hair.
Yeah, we were saying it looks like Stephen Bayo got a haircut. I like it. Maybe he got offended by the Troy Bolton comment and cut his hair. It was a compliment, Stephen.
Looks good. But yeah, those little kids look pretty excited.
Yeah, I would be. So speaking of camp.
Yeah, so Aubrey Reeves tweeted out a picture of all the guys lined up for the last week of camp. So this is pretty much your team.
There they are.
So can we try to do this left to right?
Yes.
So we've got Eric Mika, Peyton Dastrup, Jamal
Yates.
And we don't know who that is. If you know, let us know.
Please.
Yoli Childs, TJ Haas, Stephen Bayo, Corbin Kafusi, Nick Emery, Kyle Davis, Braden Shaw, and Elijah Bryant.
And speaking of Elijah, they're leaving a seat open at the table. Maybe for Elijah, the prophet, like Passover? Or in remembrance of all those that we have lost, which is a shocking amount.
And there's no Jacob Hartsock in this picture, so that is curious.
Yeah, make of that what you will, but, or maybe Elijah just, I don't know.
He just doesn't like it.
Who knows? But
whatever. Maybe he smells and they're like, please stay over there. Who knows?
Yeah. So there's that. Also, sticking with Elijah here, Elijah or The Weeknd, we've referenced him as a doppelganger before. I think he might have made our all-conference team. But this girl, I don't even know who she is at, in Lake Flynn. Little did you know that The Weeknd is Mormon and has a summer home in Provo. He's up there on the stand, so it looks like he gave a talk on Sunday. But especially if you're looking at him from just that angle, there's The Weeknd.
How would we know?
And we saw that because Elijah retweeted it. So he embraces the doppelganger.
He loves it. He'll never cut his hair just because of that, probably.
Okay. Back on relationship watch over here. I didn't know this. Did you know this?
No, I can't keep up. But
I can't. Yeah, go ahead.
This is Jamal Williams. When your girl just offered to take you on a date and said, "Don't worry, I got it." Hashtag that's a keeper.
Okay, so we're learning a few new things in this tweet. A, he has a girl. B, she is getting paid, apparently. So good for her. But, there you have it. Jamal is I don't know, maybe he just meant your girl. I mean, I took that to mean girlfriend, but Jamal, set us straight if we're wrong.
Your girl, so
feel free.
He's got more than one girl.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put him past
him.
I hope
not.
Here's a Taysom update. We don't see too many of these. He and his wife and Taysom's parents hit up Jason Aldean. That was kind of the kickoff concert of the summer over at USANA up in West Valley or wherever the heck it is. And, Emily said that she didn't know any of the songs before, but she learned them and that they enjoyed it. So, is Taysom a country fan? Pocatello boy?
I don't know.
Do they have a radio out there?
I hate country, so.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah, so don't ask me. But
anyway, there's Taysom in the wild.
At least he's having fun.
And he's standing up. Always good to see. No scooter.
I think he's been standing up for a while, but yeah,
hey, I'm always comforted when I see that.
I know. It's always good to get Taysom pictures. We get too few of those.
Yes.
Speaking of which, Tanner, where are you with these model pictures? It's been a while. That's all we're going to say.
Our model series is suffering.
It is.
Okay. Back to Elijah, though. He's kind of the main feature of the Talk of the Town, but there's a lot to talk about with Elijah.
He's one of the only active people on social media right now.
He gives us a lot of posts. So he did his famous series of 3 on Instagram, and it was at the puppy barn. It looks like he went there over the weekend, and he got really attached to this puppy that you see in this picture.
This picture is not Elijah.
No, not Elijah. It's his little mini brother, who looks less like the Weeknd, but a little bit still.
He's got the hair.
But yeah, Elijah, in his caption, you'll have to go to his Instagram page and read it. He just went on and on about how hard it was to leave the puppy and that he wanted it. And Jess said, team mascot.
Yeah, did you see Shay Collinsworth commented on it? And she was like, that's what happened to us. They went to the puppy barn and they left with the puppy.
They got a puppy?
Yeah, they've had one
for
a while.
I knew that. Sorry. Whoops.
So, but yeah, if there was a team mascot, there was a puppy.
Cosmo's counterpart. Cosmo and...
Think of all the adorable halftime things they could do with the basketball mascot.
Elijah, go back and get the puppy.
Please.
We support it.
It's so cute.
We'll babysit it for you.
Yeah, so...
And then finally, speaking of Kyle Collinsworth and his puppy, but not so much his puppy, he should get a horse. Because isn't that what a maverick is?
Yes.
Kyle Collinsworth did not get drafted, which is the bad news. But the good news is that he got picked up for Summer League by the Mavericks. And it's funny because he was a Mavericks fan growing up. And when he went to work out with them, he posted about how much he loved them. And he's tweeted about them before when they were in the playoffs and stuff. So,
exciting for him. Apparently Jimmer's also signed with the Nuggets.
Yeah, we're hearing that. So, Summer League is not a guarantee by any means. And a lot of people play in Summer League and nothing comes of it. But we hope that is not the case for him, and I wish him the best of luck.
I would like to see Ty sign with the Summer League somewhere. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted on that. But that's all we got for your Talk of the Town. We have joining us Garrett McClintock, the famous Garrett McClintock. He is back from Canada.
I am. With my new BC Lions hat,
yes.
I'm all aboard the CFL bandwagon.
Did you get your beard in Canada?
He is such a big football fan that he went to Canada to watch football.
Yes.
So
that's a good idea.
We'll put up his Twitter handle. You need to follow him if you're not following him. Fire emoji takes, obviously.
Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because I feel like the fire emoji takes is always sarcastic. Like this person's
serious.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Okay.
Also, yes, your beard is not approved by the honor code, but it is approved by Cougs on Cougs.
I'm graduated and I don't follow the honor code anymore. But I follow most of it.
So the purpose we have brought Garrett here for is we're starting a new segment and we're going to call it 3 Things. And it's kind of going to be all over the place, but today it's going to be about football. As we said, he's a huge football fan. So it's pretty straightforward. We're going to talk about the 3 things that Garrett is looking forward to most about BYU football season. We're getting close. Kind of. Closer than we were. Double digits instead of triple digits.
Media day this week. So
yes.
So obviously the first one, I'm excited for the coaching staff and just seeing how things are different, how they change, the new offense, the new defense, and I'm excited about a lot of the position changes that they that we see with different players going from like playing. There's a lot of linebackers putting their hand in the dirt and playing defensive end, and there's some other position changes that I think are going to happen that will be interesting to see how they pan out. Number 2, I'm excited for James the Mormon's like BYU football rap because Dreamin' came on when I was driving down here, and I'm really excited for like a whole off season to see what he has to get ready.
Now that he was like number 1 on iTunes, we should be hoping for next level stuff, right?
Yeah, I hope my expectations don't get too high, but I'm really looking forward to that. Number 3 is something that I started working on like 2 weeks ago. I randomly got this idea. So we're going to be having a Cougar Pitmaster competition in the tailgate lot this year.
Nice.
So far, like we're working with Bam Bams, and he's going to be getting stuff for us, and Barbecue Pit Stop. We're donating stuff, so we're gonna have prizes, and every week we're gonna have a barbecue pitmaster competition with a different meat every week, and then we'll aggregate all the points over the course of the season and have a grand champion at the end of the season. So we got big things working. We're trying to get all former players to come be the judges and do like a meet and greet thing. So this is like all come together in like the last 2 weeks. Just I randomly had the idea one day and I texted Cam and was like, hey, would the restaurant be willing to like do some gift cards or something? And he's really come through big. Marketing's coming through big. And things are going to be awesome. I'm really excited for it.
I love that, especially. I know we all love to tailgate, and we want more people to tailgate. So if you didn't already want to come tailgate, which you're crazy if you didn't, that should get you excited.
That was the whole point, is we want to get people out, get people to see like how awesome
what tailgating
it is.
is all about.
Yes, to like see. I mean, I met you guys tailgating. That's how we're friends. That it's you come out, meet your friends, eat more food than you ever should, and enjoy the game.
Yeah, and like I don't know. For me, my favorite part is after the game, even going back and hanging out in the tailgate lot and having people to go
like
over the
either commiserate or celebrate with.
Exactly.
It's very therapeutic.
Either way.
After the BSU game was really fun last year.
Oh my gosh.
That was like a big party.
That day, like we got there at 6 o'clock in the morning when they opened the lot, and I pulled into my apartment at 2 a.m. the next day.
That's how it goes.
Like it was 20 hours.
And you know
nonstop.
what? You don't have to be that hardcore to start out with, but come check it out. Come see what that's all about. And then, okay, our last question that we'll have for you: Taysom or Tanner? Sorry,
I'm
put
gonna
you
go
on the spot like that.
I'm gonna go Taysom just because the senior leadership, and I think passing wise they're about the same. I mean, Tanner.
That's a bold
obviously he has a lot of talent, but he's still really raw in decision making. Stare down receivers a lot. Kind of struggled with checking down sometimes last year. So I think passing wise they're more or less the same, but Taysom's speed and agility to make up with it with his feet puts him over the edge.
That was the right answer. You can come back sometime.
Okay.
Majority rules. That's all I'll say. Thanks, Garrett.
This week we have another Cougs and Correspondence segment, and we have two very special correspondents that we sent to the Fireside in Eagle, Idaho. And that would be my parents. So welcome on. This is Len and Angela Schroff. They live in Boise, Idaho. So
or Mom and Dad,
welcome to Cougs on Cougs. Here. Yeah. My dad's been on before.
Yes.
So.
Not too far from where Tanner lives.
Yep. Yeah. True. I went to Eagle High School, so yeah, not too far at all. Okay, so why don't you tell us, first of all, who was speaking at this fireside?
Yes.
So we had Hanson Teniolu. Say that.
Good enough.
Ben Cahoon, wide receivers coach, and Tanner Mangum, and then Coach Satake.
Nice.
It's a pretty good group.
Yeah, of course there had to be Tanner. So.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of Kalani and Taysom talking at the other firesides that have been happening, and Ty Detmer, yeah. So this one, it was different to have Ben Cahoon, who I think this was his first one, right? And then Tanner, I don't know if he's done...
I don't think he's done a fireside
I think this
yet.
might have been his first also.
I think so.
So why don't you tell us some of the high points of what the speaker said, but maybe especially those two since we haven't heard from them before. So Handsome was first?
He was first.
Okay, and then Ben?
And then Ben Cahoon.
So your warm-up backs. Okay, what did he say?
He actually talked about how he was recruiting Idaho. He actually asked to recruit Idaho because he said the two best players on the football team were from Idaho. And,
who might those be, I wonder?
He said they were hardworking, kind, and humble.
I think we would all agree with those statements. So he asked to recruit Idaho. That's great.
We talked about his career in the NFL, which he said lasted like 2.5 days.
I know. I was going to say, what career in the NFL?
And he said he was kind of heartbroken, so he decided to go up to Canada. And while he was there, he was looking around all these guys who were just, he said amazing athletes. And he was kind of concerned about being able to make the team and stuff. And so he was... He said they were concerned about when you're released, it's DOD, dinner on Delta. And so basically put you on a plane right away and get you out of there. But he said he was reading the playbook, and they had these 11 keys to success. And number 6 was that one of the keys to success was consistency is better than greatness. And then he saw later on in the playbook that they were going to be evaluated on consistency, so we felt, well, that's something he could do, and so he just worked hard at being consistent at catching balls, and then he, towards the end of their tryout period, they came over and he thought that the guy was going to, they called him the Grim Reaper. He thought they was going to cut him, and he says, "No, congratulations, you made the team." Okay, and then Tanner, right?
Well, it was kind of interesting because at the beginning he kind of talked about how he understands a lot of people really. They enjoy football, they are interested in the team, they're interested in what's going on, and how sometimes people may, put players, up on a pedestal, and kind of expect them to be perfect, and they just started talking about how, we're not all perfect, we make mistakes, but we're all trying to be good people, we're all trying to live the gospel, we're all trying to, keep the commandments and serve and help others. And that's what's, to him, is more important than football.
I mean, Tanner didn't talk much about football at all.
He didn't have any notes. He just stood up and spoke.
He didn't have any notes?
Yeah, he just stood up there.
His phone or anything. He just stood up there and just talked, which I thought was kind of cool. I mean,
wow. And he was engaging?
Yeah. Well, that was very interesting.
He's very handsome. How could he not be engaged?
Yeah, well... That's true.
He's got nice hair.
He does have great hair and a nice smile. What did they call him in that one article? Apple pie. He's like a J. Crew model. He totally is.
He really is.
Anyway.
Best part was at the end, watching all the young men, like little kids to teenagers want to go up there to shake hands with all those great men.
Very cool.
That is really cool. They are great. So we're glad they made it out there.
Well, thanks for being our correspondents.
Yes, thank you.
And giving us a taste of that. So
Yes, we appreciate you coming on.
Thanks to my mom and dad for coming on.
Yes, thank you.
The other thing that they told me that I wanted to mention was that they did make a point to emphasize that there will still be firesides the night before games. And they wanted to let everybody know, in Boise that they'll be back. But they said it won't be players this time. It'll be alumni, boosters, administrators. They're trying to get, former players to get involved and be the speakers of these firesides. So.
Still something to do the night before the game, though, when you're in town there, and I'm sure it will still be an amazing experience. It just won't be the exact same. So that's good. And then also another thing they mentioned that we wanted to tell you is that when Tanner got up there, he did answer the question, the burning question on everyone's mind, who's going to start, and he said he didn't know. So just in case anyone thought they were going to announce the starter at the Idaho Fireside, they didn't.
Didn't happen.
Anyway, that's all we've got for this week. Thank you to Garrett and to Jess's parents, but here's what we've got next.
So Football Media Day is this Thursday.
Yay!
So Vanquish the Foe will have full coverage, so check that out.
We'll be retweeting some stuff from them and tweeting some of our own stuff.
There'll be stuff all over. So
that
should be a good day. Lots of interviews.
At 9 a.m., so just basically wake up and turn on BYU TV.
Yep, I heard they're going to interview Taysom, so that should be good. Hopefully Tanner too, maybe.
Yes, and we'll see if we get any announcements at the start with State of the Sport, but we'll keep you posted and tune in if you can. I mean, we'll be at work.
Yeah, if you're dying for football action, check that out.
And you are. We all are. Also, we had a bunch of, I think it was 8 Cougars who swam in the Olympic trials or are swimming. They started today, right?
Yeah,
they started Monday.
Jake Taylor made the finals for the 100 back, so he's swimming that tonight. And hopefully there'll be some other Cougars that make it to their finals.
Also coming up later in the week, Shea Collinsworth and Shaq Walker are competing in the track and field Olympic trials. Mm-hmm. So good luck to them. Love to see those Cougars getting a shot at the Olympics.
This week we are sponsored by Connor Harding, who is leaving on his mission this week. So good luck in Atlanta, Connor.
Yes, good luck. And our other sponsor is The Weekend. You already know what it is. May you always stay loyal to the white and blue. For Jess, I'm Mary. We'll see you next week.